Hey, everyone. Blockchain Bernie here, episode 313. And this is about how does Xandeum fit into the Solana ecosystem, right? So what I'm going to show you here now is a little map that has been prepared by Rex and John. So let's dive right into it. And Rex is the developer relations head at Anza, and he used to be working for Intel, ARM, NVIDIA. He's the organizer of ReFi Summit. And working with the emerging core technology and infra ecosystem into DePIN. So Rex and John is a great guy. We met him in Singapore last week. It was really fun talking to him. Super intelligent guy, super high energy guy. It was really fun, and we're going to be likely working together with Anza and partnering on developing the Xandeum software that we still need to complete in order to have our storage layer complete. So if we look at his profile here, he just recently, just an hour ago, posted this one here, right? It's time for an updated post-Solana breakpoint SVM landscape. So SVM is the Solana virtual machine. So they recently took that out of the whole kind of monolithic validator software that they had, and, carved out the SVM. And I had a different video about that some time back. That means the SVM is now a module of its own that can be used by other projects. And as you know, the Xandeum solution that is being built is an extension to the Solana functionality. It's fully integrated into Solana. It's not just we're using the SVM for doing something on a different chain or a side chain or something. It's going to be really in the middle of the existing Solana and is supposed to run on Solana mainnet. And yeah, but let's look into this landscape here. So that was the title of the video. How do we fit into that landscape? But Rex here adjusted the landscape here to include a few others, including XandeumLabs here. So we're mentioned by John here. I feel that's awesome. And now let's look into this diagram here. So we have all these different. And clients, that doesn't mean customers here. Clients is kind of the blockchain speak for validator software, right? So there's the Agave validator software that's coming out of Anza directly. So Anza, by the way, is the new development company of Solana, right? It used to be Solana Labs, and they spun out Anza. It's the new development company, and the new client, aka validator software, it's called Agave, right? So that's their own validator software. Then we have FireDancer, right? It has their own validator software. Then they have Jito. That's a modified a Solana validator. So that's the Jito one. Then they have Syndica, Tiny Dancer, a small version of FireDancer. Then they have Zen, Overclock, Rakurai. So there's a few validator clients here. And likely Xandeum, which is listed here for storage, needs to be listed here under the clients as well, because also Xandeum is developing that modified version of the Solana validator, a modified client in their speak here, right? And then we have ephemeral rollups here. We have ZK rollups. So some people do L2s on Solana for special purposes here. We have some SVM on ETH. So they do it on Ethernet, but then do the SVM there so that Solana programs and Solana smart contracts written in Rust can work on the Ethereum chain, right? Then we have ETH on Solana. We have the Neon EVM, relatively old projects. Then we have rollups here. So there's a few rollups running on Solana. We have bonds. We have VM abstraction. We have Solana in ETH. We have SVM on Bitcoin. Look at that. So we can run the Solana virtual machine on Bitcoin here. We have a dev shop, we have order books, and we have permissioned L1s, right? This was the one that was the original idea of Xandeum, to run it as a permissioned L1, but we transitioned to being the storage extension running on Solana here, and we're proud to, be a class of its own here, even though we likely also fit into this class here, and maybe into others. But we're extending the Solana functionality with storage, adding that missing storage layer as a second tier in addition to the Solana accounts. And the Solana accounts, they live on all those validators, but the Xandeum storage layer is living on PNodes, sets of storage provider nodes that are, outside of the validators, but are supervised, cryptographically supervised and challenged by the Solana validators with the special modified client software, bringing me back to this here. So that's why we need to be under this here. Also, interestingly, it's like almost the same color here. So, and yeah, so that's all how we fit into the Solana ecosystem. I hope you enjoyed this little overview. If you did, I'm asking you to please destroy that like button for me. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, helps us get more content to more people. And thanks so much for watching today. Catch